Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing? Let's start with a little warm-up. Come onto the hands and knees. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes under, push the seat back onto the heels, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. If you don't want any assist today or you don't want gel, just raise a leg and down dog split. And we won't touch you. Thank you. Connect to your Ujjayi Pranayama, your upward victorious breath. And let's set a metronome for the breath today. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale, engage Mula Bandha. Lift up at the pelvic floor. Keep that lift. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale, come forward to a plank and stay in plank. Now, in plank, look slightly forward. Drop your tailbone towards your heels. So you're not kind of lifting your hips up. You're kind of squeezing at the bottom of your glutes. And you're doming your upper back, pushing the floor away from you. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Look slightly forward. Inhale. Exhale 4. Don't look down at the ground. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale, go back downward facing dog. Good for you. On the inhale, come forward to a plank again. And exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto the heels, downward facing dog. Now, when you do that, don't collapse into the floor. Use that Mula Bandha and try to have a little control. On your inhale, come forward to a plank with control. Exhale, drop down to your knees, bend your elbows straight back, your chest, your chin to the floor. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto the heels, and lift the knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, bend your elbows straight back, chaturanga. Don't drop your hips. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come forward to a plank again. Don't drop your hips. Exhale, bend your elbows, chaturanga. Don't drop your hips. Bend your elbows now. Bend your elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Move forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Better. Soften the knees. Slowly walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart. Hands about 6 to 8 inches in front of the feet. Press the palms down. Let the head be heavy. You can use blocks if you need to. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Then just soften the knees. Heel toe the feet out as wide as the mat. Come down to a squat. Bring the hands together in prayer. Press out with the forearm. Squeeze in with the knees. Yogi squat. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. And come sit down. And you can sit on a block or a blanket. And we're going to chant a few moments just to help us set an intention for the class. So we'll chant Loka Samasta Sukhi no Bhavantu. And then we're going to chant the Bija mantras. So 3 ohms. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. Continue together. Loka samasta sukhi no bhavantu. 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 So we'll chant now the Bija mantras for the chakras. So the first chakra, the Muladhara chakra, is Lam. So chant Lam. Lam, 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 lam. Lam, 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 lam. La la lam, la la lam, la la lam, la la lam. La la lam, la la lam, la la lam, la la lam, lam. The Muladhara chakra relates to standing asanas. The next chakra, the Swadhisthana chakra, about 2 inches below, about 2 fingers away from your navel, the bottom of your navel. And the Bija mantra there is Vam. Vam, 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 vam. Vam, 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 vam. Va va vam, 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 vam. Hip openers and forward folds are related to the Swadhisthana chakra. The next chakra at the solar plex is the Manipura chakra, and the Bija mantra for that is Ram, R-A-M. Chant Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. Ra, ra, Ram, ra, ra, Ram, ra, ra, Ram, ra, ra, Ram. Ra, ra, Ram, ra, ra, Ram, ra, ra, Ram, ra, ra, Ram, Ram. Moving up from the solar plex to the heart center. Oh, I should say, twisting relates to the Manipura chakra. Moving up from the solar plex to the heart center, the Vishuddha chakra. The Vishuddha chakra is Yam, Y-A-M. Chant Yam. Yam, 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 yam. Yam, 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 yam. Ya ya yum, 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 yum. Back bending relates to that chakra. Then we move up from there to the throat. And the throat, the Vishuddha chakra, the mantra is Hum, H-A-M. Chant Hum. Hum, 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 hum. Hum, 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 hum. ha ha hum, 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 ha ha hum. Shoulder stand relates to the Vishuddha chakra. Moving up from there to the third eye, the Anjane chakra, the mantra is Om. Chant Om. Om, 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 Om. Om, 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 Om. Oh, oh, Om, 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 Om. Moving up to there, going to the Swadhisthana chakra, the crown chakra, and it's one long Om. Oh, I should say, I just skipped something. Anjane chakra, child's seat, that is the asana. Moving up to the crown chakra, it's one long Om. So let's chant Om together one time. And inversions, especially like headstand, handstands, forearm stands, they deal with this chakra, but mostly headstand. Headstand because your head is touching the floor. And so just allow that vibration to set within you for a second and come into a child's seat. Resting your forehead on the floor. That's the most important thing. Stimulating the third eye. You can reach back and you can put your a blanket underneath your calves if you need to. You can reach the arms forward. You can reach the arms back. That's not really important. The knees can be wide. They can be closer together. That's not really important. What's most important is the forehead is on the ground. So when we talk about these opening up these chakras, in the end, the goal is to get the energy that is at the base of the spine up to the crown chakra, which is said to be the chakra of enlightenment, God realization, understanding the oneness of being. And when you have that happen, there's a shift in the way that you see the world and the way that you are reacting in the world or acting in the world. So this is why like inversions are so powerful, because inversions ask you to kind of turn everything upside down, see things in a different way. And that's the same thing that happens when Kundalini finally reaches her destination of the Sahasrara chakra. Everything kind of turns upside down, but you see things in a different way. You're not panicked that the world is turned upside down. You actually are very grounded in this new vision of the world around you. So think about that as we practice today, and as we practice some, maybe some inversions that will kind of like maybe turn everything upside down for you. Reach the arms forward, place the hands on the floor if they're not already. Tuck your toes under so your seat is resting on your heels. Reconnect to your Ujjayi pranayama. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, engage Mula Bandha if you did let go of it. Now, pressing into your hands without moving your shoulders forward. Lift your knees up, come back into a downward facing dog. Good. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto the heels, lift the knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Exhale, your left foot next to your right and fold over your legs. Inhale, bend your knees, hook your thumbs in front of you, stand up, straighten your legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. Bring the hands together in prayer, set a higher intention for the practice today. Offer the practice up to that idea of moving the energy upward so that you can gain that sense of like self-realization. Yoga. And then exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, hook the thumbs in front of you, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend your knees, sweep your arms behind your back, clasp your hands together in a fist, straighten the arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, place hands down next to feet, step the right foot back into a lunge and look forward. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga, good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Don't drop on those knees. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor, elbows in. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to the heels, lift knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step right foot forward. Exhale, left foot meets right and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, take the arms behind the back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten the arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, place hands down next to feet, step the left foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Don't drop to the knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin. Elbows in, honey. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to the heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward. Look forward. Don't drop into the right hip. Exhale, right foot next to the left and fold. Inhale, bend the knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain seat. Everybody, just for a second, do this. Bring your hands with your thumbs in line with your breast. Now, let your elbows go out to the side, okay? Now, when your elbows are out to the side, now I want you to imagine that there's a car in front of you that's stalled. Push the car away from you. Do you feel any muscles working with your elbows out to the side? Okay, when you let your elbows go out to the side, there's no muscles working. Bring your elbows in and turn your hands slightly out. Now keep your elbows close to your ribs and push the car away from you and feel how you can engage your triceps, your biceps, your lateral muscles, your chest muscles. Okay? So in knees, chest, chin, don't let your elbows go out to the side. In chaturanga, don't let your elbows go out to the side because you have no strength. That's what causes you to kind of collapse onto the floor. Okay? With straight legs, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, place hands down next to feet, step the right foot back into a lunge and look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look forward. Exhale, chaturanga, elbows straight back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, elbows in. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to the heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward between hands. Exhale, left foot meets right and fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs and arch back. Exhale, reverse the flow of energy. Arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, step left foot back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat onto the heels, lift knees up, downward dog. On the inhale, step left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meets left, fold. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain seat. Good. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair. Exhale, place the hands on the floor, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest, prepare. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, chaturanga, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the floor, step back, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look past the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the straight legs. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair seat. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana, mountain seat. Let's do that again. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, place the hands on the floor blocks, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step back, jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, elbows in, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel turns down, come up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, bend the elbows next to the ribs, chaturanga, not out. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Notice if you're not bending those elbows. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, warrior one. You got to bend the elbows. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana one. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, and stay again. Inhale. Exhale, quadriceps are going to lift a little. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look past the hands. Inhale, step or jump your feet in between your hands. Exhale, fold, press your palms down. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair. Exhale, come stand up, Tadasana, mountain seat. Step the feet about hips width distance apart, two fists. Then bring your hands to your waist, elbows pointing to the wall behind you. On the inhale, lift up and arch back, moving the pelvis slightly forward. Then exhale, fold forward and grab your big toes with your index finger and your middle finger. Your inner palms are facing each other. You're going to put your thumb right on your big toenail. Then inhale, lift your head and chest, look up at the wall in front of you, shift a little weight forward into the front of your foot. Then exhale, fold forward and bend your elbows a little bit out to the side now. Now your elbows will go to the side, but then this is not about shoulder strength. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Now inhale, lift the head and chest, look up. Now soften your knees. Put your hands on the floor with your fingers pointing toward the windows. Then turn your fingers to the side walls. Then turn your fingers back toward the mirrors. Now bend your knees, lift the front of your feet up, and with this way, slide your hands underneath your feet. So your wrist crease is pointing toward the windows, your fingers are pointing toward the back, and you're standing on the top of your hand. Yes. Now you got to bend your knees enough that you can actually get your hands underneath, okay? Now shift a little weight forward into the front of your hand, and then exhale, fold forward and bend your elbows straight back. Yes. And now you'll feel your carpal stretching. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Yeah, there you go. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now to soften your knees, lift the front of your feet up. Don't fling your hands out. Bring your hands out, turn your hands to the side walls. Then turn your fingers back toward the windows. Good. Then bring your hands to your waist, elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. With straight legs, press into your feet, lift up and arch back. Then exhale, hands by the side, stepping the feet, jumping the feet together. Tadasana, mountain seat. Good for you. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward chair. Exhale, place the hands on the earth, extend your legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step, jump, walk back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, drop down to your knees. Now, we're going to do that same little thing. Turn your fingers out to the side. Then, turn your fingers straight back. Now, here's a little secret in doing this. The closer my knees are to my hands, the easier this is. The further my knees go away from my hands, the harder this is. So for the first one, walk your knees a little closer to your hands. Then start to move your shoulders forward and bend your elbows straight back until your elbows touch your ribs, and then extend your legs. If your toes lift up, that's okay. Do this again. Bend your knee, elbows, then lift up. Then bend your elbows, then lift up. Good. Now walk your knees back about halfway. Okay? And do the same thing. You're going to move your shoulders forward, and you're going to bend your elbows until your elbows touch your ribs. Then extend your arms. Then do that 2 more times. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. Good for you. Emmy's going for it. I'll get there, Emily. I promise. I promise. She's ready to get on the train and get to West Hampton. All right. Now, step your feet back and extend your legs. Now move forward a little bit. Then bend your elbows, let your elbows touch your ribs, and then extend your arms. Then, do that again. Bend your elbows, extend, and then bend your elbows and extend. Good. Then drop down to your knees, lift up, bring your hands together, do a little voguing, a little Madonna. Okay. Let your wrist kind of open up a little bit, and then come back to downward facing dog. If you do that, your down dog will be better. Your handstand will be better too. On your inhale, step your right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, reach forward toward the windows, right hand on right shin. Left arm's going to lift up, Triangle Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Now rest your head in my hand. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Now look up at your hand. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift all the way up to a stand by pressing into your feet. Then exhale, bend your right knee, warrior 2. Make sure that your foot is parallel. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, extend your right leg. Exhale, bend your right knee, right hand outside your right foot. Now, bend your right knee, get your right knee into your right arm, and extend your left arm toward the windows. Look into your left palm. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, gently place your left hand down and step back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward, right heel down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, extend the left leg. And as you straighten the left leg, move your left foot up just a little bit. Left foot up a little bit. Move this foot forward. Be generous, generous. Then reach forward to the left with a straight left leg. Straight left leg. Straighten, straighten, straighten this leg.
Like this way?
Yeah, that's a straight, yes. Then place your left hand down. Raise your right arm up. Trikonasana triangle. Now, look up at your right thumb. Just rest your head in my hand. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Now try to touch the ceiling with your right hand instead of the floor with your left. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift up by pressing into your feet. Don't bend so quickly. Then exhale, bend the left knee, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then inhale, extend the left leg. Then exhale, rebend the left knee. Left hand's going to come outside the left foot. And the right arm reaching toward the center, the windows, looking into the right hand. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, place your right hand down. And exhale, step back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, bring the big toes and heels to touch. Come onto the right hand, the outside of the right foot. Stack your feet, lift your hips up, and reach your left arm up. Balancing. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale onto the left hand, the outside of the left foot. Raise the right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the right foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, drop down to your left knee. Move your left knee up just a little bit. Inhale, lift your torso up, bring your arms alongside your ears. Let's get a good twist in here. Then exhale, bring the hands together in prayer at heart center. Twist over to the right. Left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Now, from here, you can stay with your elbow outside your knee and your hands together in prayer, or if you wish, you can put your left hand on the floor outside your right foot. Whichever you choose is up to you. You can put it on a block too. Then lift your left knee off the floor, extending your left leg. So you have an option. The hand can come down. The hands can stay in prayer at heart center. Your choice. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then inhale, come back to center. Put your hands on the floor frame, your right foot. Then exhale, extend your right leg. Bump your left foot forward about halfway till your left heel's grounded. Then lift your head and chest, pull your right hip back, your left hip forward. Then exhale, fold forward over the extended right leg. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend your right knee. Put a lot of pressure into your right foot and your hands. Your left foot's going to become light. On your inhale, lift your left foot off the floor, straightening your right leg. Then exhale, fold forward over your straight right leg. Walk your hands back, press your palms down. Let your head be heavy. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. A little more like this echo. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. You may be more better in line. Then gently lift the head and chest. Bend your right knee a little bit. Dorsal flex your left foot. Step your left foot back into a long lunge where it came from. Then step your right foot back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, drop down to your right knee this time. Move your right knee forward just a little bit. Lift your torso up, arms alongside your ears like a lunge. Then bring your hands together in prayer and twist left. Right elbow on the outside of the left knee. Same option. If you put your left hand on the floor, put your right hand on the floor this time. Then try to lift your right knee up if you did so on the other side. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then inhale, come back to center, hands on floor, frame left foot. Inhale, extend your left leg. Move your right foot forward about halfway till the right heel's grounded. Then inhale, lift the head and chest, pull the left hip back. And then exhale, fold forward. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Now inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, bend your left knee. Put more weight into your left foot and your hands. Your right heel is going to become light. Inhale, lift the right foot off the floor, extending the left leg, standing split on the left. And then exhale, fold forward over your left leg. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, bend your left knee a little bit. Inhale, step your right foot back into a long lunge where it came from. Then exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Now, this is really fun, so listen. On your inhale, bend your knees, look forward. On your inhale, jump your feet out wider than your mat at the top. Exhale, grab the front corners of your mat. On your inhale, stand up with your mat and go to the wall. All right. I know that always makes some people laugh. I've been telling that joke for 20 years now. So everybody, bring all your props, bring all your blankets, bring everything with you. We're going to work on a little like inversion and hand balancing time, okay? So one of the things I want us to work on is we did a lot of stuff to open up the carpal and the wrist. And we're going to work on a variation of Mayur Asana using a prop. And the props are going to be a block and the wall, okay? So here's how you're going to do this. I'm going to make it so much easier on you. You're going to take the block and you're going to hold the block like this so that the hands are turned out. And usually in Mayur Asana, the hands are turned back. That's really tough on a lot of people just because of the carpal. You're going to take the block and you're going to hold it like this. Now, I got to kind of measure myself out because I want to be able to extend my leg. So I'm going to keep a knee on the floor and I'm going to put a foot on the wall. And that way I kind of know that I have a little play here, but my hips are over my knee. Then I'm going to draw the block back and I'm going to put the forehead on the ground. Now my elbows are touching my ribs, like in Chaturanga. I'm not going any lower. Then I'm going to step one foot onto the wall, then followed by the other. Then I'm going to try to lift my head up. All right? All right, so try that. So first, measure out your leg. So it's kind of like you are in a lunge. Then put your knee down and bring the block closer to your knees. So you don't want to be too far out, Echo. You want to bring your block back towards your knees. Now bend your elbows and put your head on the ground, your forehead on the ground, like we did in child's seat. And get your elbows into your abdomen. Then step your right foot onto the wall. Then step your left foot onto the wall. Now you're already in Mayurasana. Now to see if you can lift your head up a little bit. Now lift your head up, John. Okay, John. Look at me, John. All right. Yeah. Balance. Woo! Look at there, Rosanna. Woo! There you go. How's everybody doing? So the thing about Mayurasana is there's a little bit of an inversion going on here, right? Your heart is above your head. So there's a mild inversion happening. And it's a lot of core strength going on, right? So now try it this way. Move away from the wall and then far enough away that you don't have the wall, okay? Bring your elbows back. And here again, don't let your elbows go out past the ribs. The elbows are coming into your belly. So your forearms aren't coming down and your chest isn't coming down. You're balancing there. Does that make sense? Okay. Now, put your forehead on the ground like child's seat. Yeah. Now, step your right foot back as wide as your mat. Now, step your left foot back as wide as your mat. Now, walk your feet together. Now, as you walk your feet together, start to lift your head up. Now, walk your feet toward the center of the room and then see if you can start to lift your toes up. Look at there, Beth. Look at there, Beth. Look at Beth. Woo, Beth. Good for you. John, look up before you try to lift your legs. Now see if you can lift your legs. There you go. There you go. You got it. Ooh. There you go. Yay. And then come down and rest. Echo, you want to get your elbows closer together instead of outside your ribs. You may have to, sometimes you might have to use a belt too. A belt can work too, but turning the hands out, like a lot of people will come into this just turning the hands out. It's the wrist that will keep them out of it. But what I like is then this kind of really does get you to start to figure out how to open up your wrist for things like handstands. If your wrists are tight, handstands a devil. We're going to continue looking at a couple of ways to prop this out. So, Beth, come over here, everybody. Come over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the mat as a prop for the wrist. And I'm going to fold the mat over 1, 2 times, okay? I'm going to bring the mat about a foot and a half. You said about a foot? Okay, about a foot. And then Beth's going to put her hands on the mat so that her fingers are on the floor, but her heel of her hand from here down is on the fold of the mat. And that's going to lift her out of the wrist a little bit. Okay, so you do that. I'm gonna spot you. All right, then she's going to walk forward. She's going to lift her favorite leg up. Okay, and then she's going to bend her standing knee, and she's going to inhale, kick up. And then she's going to push into her fingertips a little more. Good. Now, see if you can lift your heels away from the floor and push up a little bit. Pull your ribs in, and push into, like clawing the floor like a cat. And she can balance. Look at there. Woo! Come down. All right. How did that feel on your wrist? Different than like hands flat on the floor? Okay. Everybody try that. And when you kick up, try not to be hysterical kicking up. You want to be in control. We can spot you. Echo and I can spot 2 people. Do you want to spot? Okay. Echo. Huh? Look in between your fingers. Look in between your fingers. So let's fold it 1, 2 times. Okay? Now you're going to put your hands. I'm going to come a little closer. You're going to put your hands, your wrist right there on that fold. Yes. Now, go back to a down dog, and then walk your feet forward a little bit. You can even put your shoulders on my knees. Now lift your favorite leg up. Now don't bend it. Lift it up. Keep it straight. And then bend your standing knee. And then don't bend this knee. Don't bend this knee. On your inhale, kick up. 1, 2, come on, yeah, there you go. 1, 2, 3, lift. Good for you. Now straighten your legs. Straighten your legs. And push into the floor. Good for you. Good for you. Yay for you. Good for you. Now, put more weight into your fingers. Good for you. All right. How's everybody doing with that? Huh? Okay, I think we'll see I would do it one more time. Give it another, like some more. Okay, now try it again. All right. Now, lift your favorite leg up. Keep this leg straight. Don't bend it. Don't bend. No bend. Bend this knee. 1, don't bend. Bend your knee, this knee. Okay, you're bending. Because see, what's going to happen is with you bending your lifted knee, you're going to kick me in the face. You see? So everybody come down for a moment. Come down for a moment. So there's a thing about like when you're kicking up is okay. Like you see this all the time where people think, I lift this leg up, I'm going to start bending, but when Gently. Gently start to deepen the breath. And by means of the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead. Stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Bend the knees into the chest, giving the knees a little hug. And gently roll over to the right side. And just stay in a fetal position for a second. Then lift the torso up and come up to a seated position. And we're going to practice a little bit of pranayama before meditation. And our pranayama is going to lead us into the meditation. So we're going to do Nadi Shodhana, but a sum of unequal inhale and exhale. So a Visvamitra, but no retention. So we're going to do a 6 count inhale, but your exhale is going to be a 12 count. And then once you kind of set up that unequal rhythm, that's going to lead you naturally into your meditation so that your exhale is twice as long as your inhale. Does that make sense? So you'll practice Vishnu Mudra, index finger, middle finger coming into the palm. Your left hand can rest on your left thigh. The palm can face up or down. You can bring the thumb and index finger to touch in chin mudra of this hand. And it's simple. You're going to close off your right nostril with your right thumb. Exhale everything out. And then slowly inhale through the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then twice as slow, exhale it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Close off the left, open up the right. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now slower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Close off the right, inhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now slowly exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Close off the left, open up the right. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Close off the right, inhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Close off left, inhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. One more round. Open up the left. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Close off the left. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let the right hand float down onto the right thigh. Bring the index finger and thumb to touch over there. Now inhale 6 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now exhale 12 counts. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do that again. Inhale both nostrils. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now exhale both nostrils. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now continue that on your own for a few moments. You can count to start. Start to draw the senses inward, only focusing on the breath, watching the breath enter, watching the breath leave. As you get used to the rhythm allow it to become more organic and let go of the count. Just watch the breath. And watch the breath come in and leave twice as long. And just watch that happen over and over and over again. If the mind begins to chatter or talk, go back to the count. Inhale deeply. Exhale everything out. Inhale for the sound of Om. Bringing the hands together, bowing the head slightly to meet the hands, giving thanks and praise for the teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Echo, for teaching with me. Have a beautiful day. Only announcement I have is on Tuesday, I teach in here in the room. This Tuesday is going to be Johanna's test class, who is another one of my apprentices, and you guys might have run into her a couple of times, and she's going to be doing her test class. So if you're not doing anything, come to Johanna's test class Tuesday night. I think I start my class at 6:30 on Tuesdays. I think it is 6:30. I think. Support the new teachers.